Hello all. Today we are going to see about SQL commands. So we know the importance of DBMS in the current scenario. While creating a software, the DBMS is very must. While handling the DBMS, while managing the DBMS content, the structure query language is also very must. So in the structure query language, there is a lot of commands DCL, DCL, DQL, DML, DDL. Likewise, lot of commands are available. The basic primary commands are DDL and DML commands. So in this video, we are going to see that. So DDL commands. So DDL commands means that it is data definition language. By using this DDL command, we can define a database, we can define a table, and we can do some structural modification in the table. So in the DDML commands, five primary commands are helping us. So they are create, alter, drop, truncate, and rename. So these five commands are DDL primary commands. So by using create command, we can create a table as well as we can create a database. And alter. So alter command help us when after creating a table, after inserting lot of data into the table, you want to add one column into the table, or else you want to change the column name in the table, or else you want to delete the column from the table. So likewise, if you want to do some changes in the table structure, means that the alter table is going to be help us. So the next one is drop command. So the drop command help us to remove all the rows from the table, or else we can delete a particular row from the table. The next one is truncate. So truncate means that we can delete the entire data from the table, but the structure of the table is remains. So that is done by truncate. The last one is rename. So after giving the data into the table, you want to change the uh, column name. You want to change the column name from one name to another. In the sense, you can go with rename. So the overall thing, the DDL command is doing what? In the sense, by using this DDL command, we can create a table structure. We can modify the table structure. Okay, so these and all thing is going to be happen by DDL command. So the table structure is going to be handled by this DDL commands. Okay, so the next one is DML command. After creating a table, we are going to insert some data into the table, and we can update the table, we can delete some content from the table. So these and all things are called manipulation. So these will be handled by DML command. So that this is called data manipulation language. So in the DML commands, our work is only with the data. So what data we are inserted into the table, and after inserting a table, if you want to update something there, in the sense, or else if you want to delete some content from the table, in the sense, you can go with DML commands. So the primary DML commands are select, insert, update, and then delete. Okay, so we will see one by one. So for this practical session, I just go with Microsoft MySQL Workbench. Uh, so here I'm going to create the database first. After that, I'm going to create a table. So while using MySQL Workbench, we should create a database first. Then only the table we can create. So under the single database, we can create n number of tables. Okay, so that's not a problem. So the syntax for creating a database is create database name. So here I'm going to create a database. So that create database, and the database name is college. Database name is college. Okay, so after giving that, I'm just to select the query, and then I'm running it. Okay, if the query is running successfully, means that it will be indicated by this green color tick mark. Okay, suppose this database name is already existed, in the sense, it will throw some error. Okay, The next is I'm going to create the table. So for creating a table, the syntax is create table. Next, table name we have to give. So the table name is staff. Staffs is a table name. So in the table name, I should give some column name. I should mention some column name, right? So that open the bracket. So here I am going to give staff ID is one of the column, and each column must have some data type. Say for example, consider a table. The table is having some data. We cannot say all the table content is only belongs to some specific data type. No, the table may have ID, name, address, mobile number, email ID. Everything is belongs to different data type. So we have to mention the data type here itself while creating a table. Okay. So the staff ID, mostly the staff ID will be a integer. So that I am giving int. Okay. So the next is staff name. So here I didn't tell about the keys, primary key, foreign key, that and all I never tell here. Okay, so in this video we are going to see the basic DDL and DML commands. So how to create a table, how to do some DML commands, DDL commands. So these and all thing only here we are going to see. So I didn't mention any primary key, foreign key content here. So that will be uploaded in separate video. So a separate video in later. Okay, so here I'm going to mention the staff ID. Next is staff name. So staff name almost is in a string format, right? So here in a normal programming language we use the data type string. So here we have to use the data type text. Okay, so the next is the staff belongs to some department, right? So I have to mention the department name also. So department. Okay, the department name is also a textual content, so that I just use text. Okay, so staff ID, staff name, and staff belongs to some department. So this content only I am giving first. Okay, so this is the staff table creation syntax. So create table, table name. After that we can give the column name in the bracket. Okay, so staff ID, staff name, department. So these three column I am going to insert into the staff table. Okay, so while inserting the column into the table we have to mention the data type also. So that I am mentioning the data type for staff ID is int, staff name is text, and department is text. Okay, so next, okay, so that's all. So these things first I have added. Okay, so next, you have to select all the things. Okay, I'm selecting this all content and I'm running it. So the now the staff table is also created. Okay, so after that, okay, I already told the create command is belongs to DDL. So the DDL command is full and fully managing the structure of table, right? So now I have created a table named staff with the column staff ID, staff name, department. Okay, so we have to see that no, so that I'm going to see the table is created or not. Okay, so by using a select command we can see that. Okay, so what is that command in the sense? Select star from table. So my table name is staffs. Okay, I give it and I'm select it, I'm run it. I can see the structure of the table. This is what I already told. The DDL command help us to create and manage the structure of table. So still I didn't insert any data into the table. So now I'm going to insert it. Okay, for inserting, okay, so this is a data oriented thing. So the DML command help us. So we already seen the DML commands, that is insert, update and then delete. So now I'm going to use insert command to insert some data into the table staffs. Okay, so the command is insert into Okay, insert into what? The table. So what is the table? That is staffs, right? So staffs, and we have to mention the column name also. Okay, so what are the column name is available in the staffs table? That is staff ID, staff name, department, right? So we have to mention it. So staff ID, comma, staff name, comma, department. So department. Next, so insert into staffs. So staffs is a table. So in the table, there are the three columns: staff ID, staff name, department. Next, values. I am going to give the values for each column. Okay. So what is the staff ID? That is one first. Okay, next staff name. So staff name is a textual content. So while using a integer data type in our table, we can give the value normally. But while using a textual content in the table, we have to give inside the double quotes only. Okay, so the staff name. So I just give the staff name as AAA, triple A. Okay, next department. So I am going to mention the department. The department is also belongs to text data type, right? So here I am going to use again double quotes. Inside the double quotes, I am mentioning the student, the faculty department, that is CSE. So likewise, I have given. Okay, so insert into table name, and we have to mention the columns presence in the table. Next, values. This is a keyword. Okay, hereafter we are going to give the value to the each column. Okay, so what are the values? First one is staff ID, next is staff name, department. Okay, and I'm selecting all the content and I'm running. So one row affected. So one row affected means one row is created into the staffs table. So continuously I'm going to give 2 to 3 faculty data. So I'm just to copy this content and then I'm pasting here. Okay, so here I'm changing the value alone. Okay, so to here the staff name is BBB and department. So here I just mention the department AADS. Okay, and I'm running this. So second staff data is added. So next I'm going to add few more. So the faculty ID is 3, faculty name is CCC. So here the faculty department is CCE. Next, faculty ID 4, faculty name DDD. So here I'm just mentioning the faculty department is ECE. So now I have to insert faculty 3 and faculty 4 data, right? So I just select these two data and I'm running. So now, as of now, 4 faculty data is added. So how I can see all the inserted data? By using select star from table name. So this is help us. This statement help us to see all the data in the table. Okay, select star. Star means all. So select star from table name. This keyword help. This query help us to see all the data in the table. Okay, from the table. So I'm just select it and I'm running. I can see staff ID, staff name, department, and all the 4 staff details. Okay, so next, so now we just seen how to use a create command and then how to use insert keyword. Okay, insert command. So these things we have seen. So next, I am going to alter the table structure. Okay, so that this is we again come with the DDL commands, right? Because alter belongs to DDL commands, right? So in the DDL commands, we can change the structure of the table, right? So I'm going to add one column into the table. So I forgot to add it. Now I'm going to add. So what is that? In the sense, I'm going to add a email ID. I'm going to add a email ID into the staff table. Okay, so this will affect the structure of our table, because as of now we didn't add email id column in our staffs table. So now I'm going to add it, so it will affect our structure. Okay, so that's going to be handled by DDL commands, right? So now I'm going to add one column into the table. The email id is going to be added now. So for that we have to go with DDL commands, right? So alter keyword help us. So here I'm using alter keyword. Alter, just a minute. Alter table, table name. So what is my table name? So that is staffs, right? So staffs, alter table, table name. Here what I have to do, I'm going to add one column into the existing table, right? So for that, add column. Alter table, table name. In the staffs table I'm going to add one column, so add column. We have to mention the column name with the data type. So the column name is email id. Okay, and the email id must be a textual content only, so I just give a text. So alter table, table name, add column, email id, and the email id data type. Okay, so now I'm selecting this content and I'm running. So it is run. So now I'm going to check whether the email id column is added into the table or not. So that I just use the command select star from table name. Okay, so now you can see in the exist table the newly email id column is added, but we already added four staffs detail, but now the email id column of those four staff is null, defaultly null. Why? Because while giving these staff details, there was not this email id column, but it is newly added. So defaultly the existing data content, existing data's value of this particular column will be null. Okay, so now I am going to update each staff email id next. Okay, so this is going to be happen inside the data itself. The null is going to be replaced by some other value for the staff AAA. Meantime, triple B, triple C, triple T. Likewise, I'm going to add the email ID of each staff in the existing table. So this is the data oriented changes. So that will be handled by our DML command, that is update command. Okay, so now I'm going to use update keyword. So update, where I have to update in the staffs table. So we have to mention it, staffs update table staffs. What I have to update? I have to update the email ID value, right? So this is going to be solved by set property. Okay. The set property is going to be handled. So update staffs setter. What I have to set? The email ID. Okay. So email ID column we have to mention. So update table name, set that column name is equal to, here we have to put a value. So already the email ID column is in the textual data type. So we have to give the content inside the double quotes alone. Okay. So the staff name is triple A na. So that I just give triple A or else AAA at gmail.com. Likewise, I have given. Okay, right. So now select the content, run it. So now for the faculty AAA, the email ID is updated. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same for remaining faculty members. So I'm just copying the content and I'm pasting here. Here I just change the value BBB, next CCC. So I'm running it. I'm running these two. I'm running it. It is run. Okay, now I have to check whether all the email ID is added successfully or not. So that I'm just checking by using this select star from staffs. Now you could see the last email ID, I mean ccc@gmail.com, is only updated for all the staffs. Okay, so what happens here in the sense, the email ID value is updated into the table for all. Okay, so where the null presence is all going to be changed by the value what I recently given to the column email ID. Okay, so this is what happened now. Okay, but this should be avoided because all the staff is not having the same email ID, right? So we have to give a separate email ID to each person, so where I can identify the person from the table. In the sense, here we can give a condition, by some condition based thing we can identify the particular person. Okay, so here, for making a condition, for make sure that I am giving where keyword, where command. So update staff set email id equal to AAA@gmail.com, where staff id is equal to 1. Okay, while I give staff id is equal to 1, okay, our table will know. Okay, while running this command, this workbench will identify, okay, the where the staff id is equal to 1, in that row alone we have to change the email id as AAA@gmail.com. Okay, so now I just run this single line alone, so I'm running it. Okay, I could see the changes while running the select star from table. Now you could see for the EEE staff alone, AAA@gmail.com is updated. The remaining faculty is having a common email ID. So that should be changed. So for that we have to give the same thing, where staff ID is equal to 2. Right? Next, where staff ID is equal to 3. And for D also I have to update, right? For the faculty D. So the staff ID is 4. So now I just run all the B, C, D faculties. Okay, now I'm running select star from table name. You can see all the staff email ID is changed now. Okay, based on the condition. Okay, so here we didn't mention any primary key. Okay, so that we can give uh, staff id in the condition, or else staff name in the conditions, or else a department in the conditions. But while giving a staff id, there was something different, because the staff name in the college, we may have more than one faculty member in the same name. Meantime, multiple faculties in the same department, so that we cannot use a staff name department in the where condition. Okay, suppose if we use in the sense wherever the staff name is AAA, if the email id will be updated as AAA@gmail.com. But this is not happen in real. So we just go with the staff id. Okay, because the staff id here I gave us in a unique manner. Okay, so that no issue. Okay, so next I'm going to add one more column. Okay, so that is different data type, so that is date. So I'm going to add the date of joining for each faculty members in the table. Okay, so we just go with the alter table, because the table structure is going to be changed now. So we just go with the DDL command. In the DDL command, we can use alter, right? So alter table, table name, my table name is staffs. Okay, so here I am going to add a column. So add column DOJ, date of joining. Okay, so the date of joining, that column must have year, month, and then date, right? So the data type is date here. Okay, so alter table staff, this is the table name. I'm going to add a column, so add column, the column name with the data type. Okay, so now I'm adding one column into the table, that is date of joining. Okay, so we already know the date after executing this query, our table is having doj, but the existing data, staff details, is having null value for this newly added doj table, doj column, right? So this is going to be updated. So again we just go with the update command. Okay, so here update our table name, that is staffs. Okay, set keyword, which is going to be set now, doj. Okay, so doj is equal to, here when mentioning the date in the DML command, we have to give year first, YYYY hyphen month hyphen date DD. Okay, we have to follow these uh, format while giving a date in the DML. Okay, so I'm going to give 2023 hyphen 6 hyphen 1. I mean, in the 2023 year, June month, first June 1st, the faculty is date of joining. Okay, so which faculty? We already have four staffs. Okay, so the date of joining for all the staffs is not equal. Okay, so we can differentiate them by using where command. So where staff id is equal to 1. So for the staff id 1, the date of joining is 1/6/2023. So I am running it. So for triple A, I have added the doj. Likewise, I am going to add for remaining faculty members. Okay, so I just to copy this content and then I am pasting here for four faculty members, right? So here I am going to mention 2017, 328 for the staff id 2, staff id 3, 2008, 2, 10 for staff id 3. So next 2025, 4, 15 for staff id 4. So I'm just running these three. So now I'm just running this select star from table name. So now the date of joining for all the staffs is updated. So as of now we have seen create command, insert command, alter command, update command. Okay, so the next is I'm going to rename the column name. Okay, so I gave the column name as staff. Column names are staff id, staff name, department, email id, doj. So now I am going to change the column name. Okay, so say for example, I have given the column name doj, right? So I want to replace it. So the doj is not clear to all the people, so that I just want to change it. Okay, so this is where it happened, the structure of a table. Okay, this is not dealing with the data inside the table, this is the structure of table. So again we come up with ddl command. Okay, so in the ddl command we know alter command as well as we know rename. Okay, rename is also present there, right? So that I'm going to rename the column. Okay, so this is also a alteration of a table structure. So we just go with alter table. My table name is staffs. Okay, now I'm going to rename What is the old column name? DOJ. 2. What is the new column name? That is date of joining. So date of joining. Okay. So alter table, table name, rename the old table name to the new table name. So alter table, table name, rename DOJ to date of joining. So rename column, rename column DOJ to date of joining. So I am select these content. I am running it. Okay. Next I want to see whether the DOJ is changed as date of joining. So again I am running select star from stars. Okay. Now the column name DOJ is changed as date of joining. Okay. So this is what rename. So in the structure itself, if you want to rename the column name, you just go with the DDL command. So while using alter command, we can use rename also. Okay, we can do rename also. Okay, so rename is also done. So next is, we already know by using alter command we can add a column into the table. So likewise we can delete the column from the table. Okay, so here for deleting the column from the table, again this is the structural related data, structural related thing, right? So we just go with again DDL commands. So alter table. So how we use the query to add a column into the table? Alter table, add column, alter table, add alter table, table name, add column, that column name and data type, right? So here alter table, table name, that is stars, delete column. Instead of add column, we can go with delete column or else delete. Okay, we just use delete. Okay, alter table, table name, delete. I'm going to delete uh, email ID. I'm going to delete email ID. Okay, so email ID I'm giving here. So delete column. So how we add a column into the table, likewise we can delete a particular column from the table. Okay, so for that, actually for removing some content from the table, there was a there was a three things in the DML DDL commands collectively. Okay, so first one is delete. So delete command help to remove the particular row from the table or else the entire content from the table, entire row from the table. Okay, second one is drop. So drop is going to be delete the content as well as the structure of the table. And the third one is truncate. So the truncate delete the data of the table, but the structure remains. Okay, so this is the difference between three things: delete, drop, truncate. So we will see one by one. So now I'm going to I'm going to create one more table. Okay, so I'm going to create one more table, that is create table trustee. Okay, member ID is in the type integer. So next, trustee name is a textual message. Okay, I just give this. Create table trustee, member ID, trustee name. Only there. Okay, I'm running it. The table is created now. So next, I'm going to insert the data. So insert into trustee. The column names are member ID, comma, trustee name. Right? Next, values. Values 101 is the member ID. Trustee name. I'm giving Raja. Okay. So this is going to be run. So one data is added. So next I'm copying the content. I'm pasting it one more time. So now the member ID of trustee is 102. Trustee name is Ravi. So now this is also going to be added. Okay. So now I checked. I just check. So select star from the table name is trustee. So now I'm running. So I can see the trustee table. Okay. So now I'm going to demonstrate delete, drop, and then truncate. Okay. Right. So now I'm going to use delete command. So I already told delete. Delete command is help us to delete all the content from the table. Otherwise, it deletes a single row from the table. Okay. Right. So now I'm going to delete a particular row from the table by using delete command. Okay. So this is dealing with our table structure. Okay. So these three things, delete, drop, truncate, all is going to be dealing with table structure. Okay. Right. So now I'm going to use delete command first. Okay. How it will work. So alter, sorry, delete. I'm going to mention the particular content. Okay. So delete from trustee where member ID is equal to 1 or 2. Okay. So delete from trustee where member ID is equal to 1 or 2. So where the member ID is 1 or 2, the entire row is going to be deleted from trustee table. So I'm just running it. Okay. Again, I'm running select star from trustee. Now you can see the 1 or 2 member ID is not available there, which means the one row is full and fully deleted from our trustee table by using this delete command. So delete from table name where you can put a condition there. Okay. So this query help us to remove a single row from the table. So next, I'm going to delete the entire uh, content from the table. So delete from the table name. So I used staffs, right? So I just use staffs. So delete from staffs means that all the row is going to be deleted. Okay. So delete from staffs is going to be delete all the row from the table staffs. So now I am running. Okay. Now again I am running select star from staffs. You can see the structure of the table alone. The entire data is going to be was deleted from the table staffs. Okay. So by using the delete command, we can delete a single data, a single row from the table. Otherwise, we can delete the entire row from the table. Okay. So this is done with DML commands, because here we are dealing with the data only. The data is only deleted, but the structure of the table is remains. Okay, so next I'm going to use drop. Okay, so the drop help us to remove the particular column from the table. Okay, the particular column from the table, the data and the structure, I mean the entire column is going to be deleted, the column name is also going to be deleted. Okay, so for that we can use alter, because this is a structure based thing, because the column is going to be deleted, in the sense the column name is also deleted. Okay, so this is dealing with the structure of the table, so we just go with alter command. So alter table, table name, staff is entirely deleted now, so we just use trustee, because in the trustee table we have one member data, right? We just go with so alter table, table name, that is trustee. Okay, here I'm going to drop. In the trustee table we are having only member ID and member name, right? So the member ID is going to be deleted now. So alter table trustee, drop that column name. So what is that? Member ID. Alter table, table name, drop member ID. Okay, that column is going to be deleted now. Okay, now I am running select star from trustee. You can see only trustee name, because the member ID is deleted from the trustee table. Okay, so it is dealt with table also, which means the data is not only deleted from the table, the entire column, I mean the column name is also deleted from the table. Okay, so that is drop. Okay, next I'm going to use truncate. So I'm doing one more example. Again, I'm inserting some data. Again, the same 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to be inserted for showing some demo to you. Okay. So again, the 4 data inserted, and I'm running select star from staffs. So here the email ID, date of joining is deleted from the table. Okay, so you don't think about. Now I'm going to use the drop one more time. So the drop is deleted this only the column from the table. The it is dealing with the structure also. Okay, next I'm going to delete. I'm going to use drop command one more time. So now you could see the difference. Drop staffs. Drop table staffs. So I just use drop table staffs. Okay, I'm selecting and running this command. Again, I'm running select star from staffs. So now the staff's entire content is deleted, right? So select star from staffs I'm running. I could see the error message that is staffs doesn't exist, which means while using a drop command, okay, so how we deleted member ID from the table trustee, the member ID, the column name is also deleted. Likewise, if I use drop to the table staff, in the sense drop the table staff, in the sense the table structure, table content, table structure, everything is deleted from the our everything is deleted by our query. Okay, so drop table, table name. So next I'm going to use truncate. So truncate. So still our trustee is having a single data, that is trustee name, right? So truncate table trustee. Okay, I'm going to use it. So now I'm going to run select star from trustee. You can see the structure, which means while using a delete. Okay, so delete command is full and fully dealing with the data. So we can delete a particular row, or else we can delete entire row from the table, but the table structure is remains, because delete is belongs to DML commands. So DML command is full and fully dealing with data only, not a table structure. Clear? So the next is truncate drop. So these two things also, these two things under DDL command. So they are dealing with the table structure. Okay, so when you are using a drop command, you can delete a particular column or else the entire table, but the structure is not remains there. Okay, the structure is full and fully outed. Okay, but while using a truncate, the data is alone deleted from the table, but the structure is remains. So this is the difference between delete, drop, and then truncate. Okay, so as of now we have seen all the DDL and DML primary commands. I hope you all listen carefully, and I hope you all clear in this concept now. We will see in the next video. Thank you.